evening. Welcome to the Nighttime Heat right here on Prime FM 105.5. Okay, good evening and welcome to. Good evening and welcome to the Nighttime Heat right here on Prime FM 105.5. This program is being relayed by Radio Gegema, that is in Nimba County, Radio Kwatiket in Bonk, and of course, Radio Wulogisi in Lofo County, where our dear president, Joseph Human Boyka, is from. Well, we are also streaming live on our Facebook page and, of course, on our YouTube channel as well. Just make sure you go to where they have the search and you tap Nighttime Heat. As soon as you do that, you're going to follow the show and you also share the show. We are also streaming live from Prime FM Morovia 105.5. Again, Prime FM Morovia 105.5. We are streaming live. We want you to share tonight. It promises to be very, very interesting. I will have, some guests coming at 8:30. And of course, we'll be looking at what's been trending and still trending. That's what we'll be looking at tonight. So please don't go away. We want you to share the show. One for your friends, your relatives, your loved ones, your partners to also follow and know what is happening also on the Nighttime Heat. Today, we've been celebrating National Flag Day. And so today being National Holiday, I know many of you are home. There are others also currently at entertainment centers. But I know you are also following, so kindly follow the show. Tonight, we'll be looking at the demolition of the Congress for Democratic Change National Headquarters. We'll have some videos for you to play so that you can see. Maybe you didn't see it, or you didn't go around that. So just make sure to get glued to your radio, your phone, or your laptop, and just tap Nighttime Heat so that you can watch everything that'll be happening tonight. Some folks of the Congress for Democratic Change, they've been saying demolition was illegal. While there are others who believe it wasn't at all, it was legal. We'll be looking at that as well. And also, the president, His Excellency Joseph Human Boyka, has returned home. He held a press takeout at the Rabat International Airport upon arrival. He said a few things. And so our guests and panelists will be looking at some of the things that the president spoke about upon his return from TCAT, Japan. So my panelists will include, they are always George Kennedy and Moses Sandy. My guests will include tonight Representative Smo Morba of Montserrat County. You'll be our guest once again. Mr. Wanto Tiawanto. Dr. Lester Teening, Dr. Teening is one of the tough talking. And of course, Mr. Jefferson Chasing. Jefferson will also be on the program. And Mr. David Cordy. They'll all be on the program at 8:30. And of course, we'll be talking about, a couple of things right here. I'm sure, hopefully, I will contact that's the spokesperson of the Supreme Court of Liberia. There's some legal issues. I think he needs to respond because the folks from the CDC have been saying that they had some petition pending at the Supreme Court, which should have been heard prior to demolition, but the lower court didn't wait for the hearing of that petition and went ahead. So hopefully we'll be hearing from Dara Ambrusuma and Councillor Darius Ambruma. Let me get it clear and rightly so that he doesn't take issue with me. So we'll have him on the program also. We'll speak with him for a few minutes and to ask as to whether the Supreme Court did receive any petition from the Congress of Democratic Change. Saba George is my name. I'm here with my producers. And of course, when we return, we get the ball rolling. Don't go away.
Let's start.
Okay, and of course, we've started already, but we're about to go into full swing. And tonight, I hope you are home, or maybe you are at your entertainment center. Please kindly share the show.
You just tap the nighttime heat
on your Facebook page where you have the search, or you can tap nighttime heat on your YouTube, and then you follow the show and you share the show so that your friends, your relatives, your friends, your loved ones can also follow. We are also streaming live tonight on Prime FM Monrovia 105.5. Let me welcome one of my panelists quickly, George Kennedy, just walking as well. Josh, how you doing?
I'm fine. Georgie.
And how you spend the holiday?
Great. We're just home. Spend the time home, rest well.
What did the madam cook for you?
We ate dry rice, we ate some beans.
That's good. That's good. That's good. I think you enjoy the holiday.
Yeah.
Okay. I just ate some spaghetti, today.
You took it light.
I took it light today. No rice business.
I'm not in America.
I know. Let me welcome Moses quickly. Moses, welcome to the program tonight.
Yeah, but man, happy flat day, guys. I eat hamburger, but I'll just stay eat my palm butter and cassava leaf.
I know.
Yeah, guys. It's a pleasure, man, to be back. How you doing today?
Well, we are okay, Moses. We are okay. And let's try to get into business because I'm sure at 30 we'll have our guests joining us, and of course our guests will include. Let me try to name them. Representative Smo Molba of District of Montserrat County, Mr. Wanto Tiawanto. Wanto will be joining us. He's from the Congress for Democratic Change. Dr. Lester Tini will also be joining us. Mr. Jefferson Jesse Jefferson will be joining us. He's a former, I'm sure, assistant minister at the Ministry of Public Works. Okay, and of course, former lawmaker David Corey will also be joining us. We'll be looking at the demolition of the Congress for Democratic Change former headquarters. In fact, folks from that end have been saying that the demolition was illegal, but there are others who think that the police or the court was on course in demolishing the building, the properties. Also, evicting them rather, and also we'll be looking at the president returned from the TCAD, and of course he had a press take out at the Roberts International Airport. He said a few things about the TCAD. We'll be looking at that. Some of the things the president said will be talking about them as well. But gentlemen, today marks National Flag Day, and of course, let me try to. I want to read something quickly, and then we can get into that. We can get into the discussion. Let me try to see what I can get it quickly. Something from the nighttime heat. We were able to capture that quickly. Let me read just a few words, a few lines, and then we'll get into the discussion. Top government officials snub 178th National Flag Day celebration, sparking public concern. It is in a surprising and widely criticized development, several of Liberia's highest-ranking government officials, including President Joseph Boakai, Vice President Joseph Kung, House Speaker Richard Nangwe-Kung, Deputy Speaker Thomas P. Fowler, and numerous legislators, notably abstained from participating in the 178th National Flag Day celebrations. Their conspicuous absence raised serious concerns about the leadership's commitment to national unity and civic engagement, prompting public debate over what the gesture or lack thereof signals for governance and national identity. Okay, gentlemen, I think the lead or the crux of that is that, according to the reporters who attended, there was conspicuous absence of top government officials. Let me begin with you, George. What do you think about that?
Well, I don't know why, but I think it is a government organized function, especially the Ministry of Education. I think is for other senior government officials to snub the entire, events. I don't think it's good. I don't know the reason why, but I always said that since we changed our school calendar, that actually from September up, August has been a month that is not really students are home, schools are closed, so the momentum for Flag Day went down compared to those days.
So, in other words, are you saying that it's against that backdrop?
No, no. As I said initially, I don't know why they did it, because it's a government organized program. It was organized by the Ministry of Education, happen to be the key functionaries of government, and so it is also constitutional.
Okay.
So to snub it, I think we need to hear from them. I don't really know why, but I'm aware that a good number of those officials are also in Japan and travel to other places. But I think
okay. Let me leave you and go to Moses. Moses, I'm sure you might have seen that trending also on social media. What's your take? What do you make of what we heard about the snobbing of reporters put it, news outlets put it, snobbing of they want some flag the program.
Well, on this one, I agree with George, Mr. Kennedy. What happened today is unexcusable. And there is a high-profile program organized by the government of the Republic of Liberia. This is our national ensign. This program today is meant to celebrate the hosting of our national ensign. So, if people at the highest level of government, when I was in grade school, George, when you were in grade school, you were in grade school, you saw the level of attention that past government officials gave to Flag Day.
Yeah.
I still remember when I was on BWI, we used to go to BDC, Taught my other high schools. You guys saw that. Other high schools went to BWI. Samuel Doe was deeply involved in that, and others who came after him did. So the question I would like to ask is, what is going on? What is going on? Because most of the high-profile programs are being organized, so but you don't see our prominent people going. For example, the SONA, some members of the legislature boycotted the SONA. The recent situation, the retirement program for the former Chief Justice, people invited, they deliberately chose not to go. So what is happening in the inner cycle of our government? Maybe that's something that our political leaders really need to sit down and figure out what's going on here, because the reflection is terrible. Let me stop there, guys.
Okay. Well, I think let me say mine. When I read that today, that some top officials of the government didn't attend the National Flag Day program, I think I don't intend to be a government spokesperson. I want to get that clear. But I think it was against the backdrop, I want to believe, that many of them just returned yesterday. I think we're all quite aware that the president arrived yesterday, right? From TICAD. So many of them who've, because a huge number of them went along with the president. And so, but again, I heard that the Minister of Justice, was in attendance representing the president. I think so. That's what I heard. Again, the bulk of the officials went along with the president, and they needed time to rest. But again, however, the vice president was not in TICAD. He didn't go to TICAD. He didn't go to Japan. The Speaker of the House of Representatives, Richard Namgekong, didn't go to Japan. The pro temp didn't go to Japan. So I don't know for what reason they sought to have stayed away. For them, I can't say, and I can't put any reason to that. But I'm sure for some members of the executives, especially those who traveled with the president, they needed time to rest, because from Japan here, it's a very long flight, and so they needed time to rest. But for the vice president but like Moses said, these sort of programs should be attended by our people. Because they are national programs, they are national events. We shouldn't wait until maybe inauguration before we see a huge attendance. No, these sort of programs, they should also attend it. So I don't know why the pro tem or the chief, the House Speaker, the vice president didn't attend. But I'm sure for the president, he needed rest. I think the president needed rest, and giving his the activities he underwent in TICAD, all of the meetings and all of that, including other executives, other ministers who follow the president. I think they all need a rest, and so they thought that maybe there was no need to attend. But I'm sure some of them will have either send their deputies or assistant ministers.
But whether it's about we said this before, and I didn't want it to pass by the public. It is true.
Again, let me just hold you there. Again, listeners and viewers can share the show. We wanted to share tonight. Tonight promises to be very, very interesting. I'm sure you'll be firing as well, because we'll be looking at the demolition of this Congress for Democratic Change national headquarters. Although we heard just today, from one of the executives that they'll be rebuilding their headquarters within a year. But we need to know why the CDC, 6 years in office, could not purchase that building, or could not reach an appreciable enrichment, so as to avoid what happened. Because I know they might have had some partisans who were residing at the party headquarters, and today those parties.
So you could see most of the schools, the program is jam-packed with students. This time, because schools are not in session, they have the select schools to send student representatives. That alone has impacted the momentum, but that doesn't mean that government officials should snub the program.
Yeah, surely.
That doesn't give excuse to the government to snub its own program. But the momentum from the student side, I can remember 2001, I get an RA. For the entire school. I mean, I was then senior student, Matela Nipo High School. I mean, the army guys who were controlling the students look at me the way I wear dress. He said, "My man, giving the RA today." I said, "My man, I have not done it before." He said, "Let's go on the side. Let me train you."
Yeah.
And the guy propped me right there, and I mean, the rest is history. We performed there. I mean, the momentum was there. Students crowded off the street. So this time, I mean, you cannot see that momentum because of the change of our calendar. I mean, from the student circle, because of the change of our school calendars. So.
Okay. You said it all. Moses, I think.
Yes. So
a video. Yes. Let's try to transition quickly, because our guest.
Okay.
Let's transition. I think a video has been trending, Moses, and you saw it. you brought that to my attention. I'm trying to see where we can upload that video where a group of young men were seen tied, like in the days of the war years that was so troubling. We saw some police or DA men around. What are they tie those people? It was so troubling. We it just reminiscent or brought us back to the days of the war years, and we're trying to upload that video so that those who are listening can also see what we're talking about. But Moses, just give me your own take on when you saw the video. Okay, let's try to upload that video quickly. Let's try to upload it.
I didn't pick on him, sir.
Okay. That was in Moses. You saw the people being enslaved and tied. Can you imagine the words people were using during the war years? You tied those men with their hands behind them. I don't know who did that. Was it the DEA? Moses, what is it that you gathered?
Well, what I gathered was that the LDA, with the support of community members, rounded those people up. And just by looking at those people, it takes you back to the Civil War.
Surely.
It is dehumanizing to treat people like that. Take, for example, let's assume that somebody who is an addict is using because the person experienced war trauma. And today you tie the person like that. The person's situation is going right back to where it was or years ago. Instead of helping the process, you are worsening the problem. You cannot criminalize people or people who are using drugs. When you criminalize that, when you begin to throw people behind fence, you tie them or you treat them like animals, that's just worsening the situation. And George and Mr. Kennedy, look, when I saw that video, I just couldn't believe that.
Corrected on Prime FM 105.5. Okay, yes, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, so I was just saying I just couldn't believe that people in government will sit down and allow those kind of things happening in our country continuously. This is not helping the process. It is not. You're just worsening the situation. Look, you can arrest the entire Monrovia. The question that comes, do you have holding facilities for these people? When you take them to prison, do you have food to feed them? No. Do you have facility to treat them? No. Then what are you doing? Let me stop there, guys. This is sad.
Yes, you saw that video, George Kennedy. You saw men tied behind, put their hands were placed behind them and tied. I don't know what it was. The DA. Is it that the DA doesn't have handcuffs anymore, or is it community people who tied those people? Yeah, let's hear from you, George.
As a matter of fact, even if DA doesn't have handcuffs, and you see people tied at that by the people from the community, you should at least tie them from the front.
Yeah.
You can't tie them like that. If they say they committed murder, some kind of crime that, I mean, the drug users are victims. We need to consider that. They are victims. I'm not saying that they
and in fact, they are not responsible for what they go into.
Yes. I'm not saying that they shouldn't be picked up to carry to some places that may be safe to keep them away from the substances. But I'm saying the way we treat them matters. That photo is very, very terrible. I think the government should step into that LDA. I think that someone's going to be talking about training. You can't take people from the street, put uniform on, and you expect them to behave better.
Yeah.
And I think let me just come in. If we'll have to I'll call the DA head. I tried placing calls a couple of times, and he doesn't answer. He doesn't pick calls. You will tell me, no, I will call you back, and you will not call back. We need to show him this video. Is it that his men were involved with this? Were they the ones? Were they the ones who who really tied those guys like that?
My point
It's
is,
troubling.
I heard them saying, "Where is a pickup? There's a pickup over there." So, if you went there, even if the community people did that, you should change that position of dying. I'm not saying that you shouldn't arrest them. Pick them up. If you get somewhere safe to carry them, to keep them away from that putting substances. And I agree with Moses.
But the point is, you can arrest them. No, you can't arrest them in that manner.
Yeah, to tie them like that.
You can't.
So for me, we have to find out the fights from the LDA and the police.
We'll send a video to the LDA.
It is so embarrassing.
And see whether they can respond to this, because it's troubling.
Yeah.
You can dehumanize people's children like that. Yeah. No, it doesn't. And Mr. President, it will have a reflection on your leadership. At the end of the day, tomorrow again, the human rights, the U.S. human rights report will come up to say people have been dehumanized. Mr. Minister, Mr. President, you have to take a decision at the DA. They can be treating the victims like that. Those men and women who are taking the substance in, they are victims. They shouldn't be held responsible for what they're doing.
You arrested people who importing the substances.
Yeah.
You caught them. You didn't tie them.
You didn't tie them.
But the victim, you're treating them like that. For me, it's contradiction. The DEA, we need to look at the DEA, because the DEA is heading a fight against a major crisis in the country. If they cannot handle this, a lot of people have been calling for the AFL intervention or other state security intervention. We are saying yes, it should. Because the DA continues to demonstrate their incapacity. In this particular case, I'm not lying to you, even the National Human Rights Commission going to capture if I already see this picture, if I already saw it, because it's been on social media.
Yeah.
So the blame will go on the central government, not on the DA.
At the end of the day, it will reflect on the government and who takes the blame? The president of the Republic of Liberia. You can do that. You tie the men as if they've committed crime, as if they are war, they are fighters. They are prisoners of war. You can treat people like that. So we'll have to share this video with the DA, hoping that the DA can really take an action and respond. You're listening to the Nighttime Heat right here on Prom FM 105.5, and also relayed on Radio Gegeman in Nimba Kwatika and Bonk, and of course, Awologisi in Lofa County. We are also streaming live on our Facebook page. That is the Nighttime Heat Facebook page. And of course, also streaming live on our YouTube channel. Just make sure, go to where they have the search on your YouTube channel, and of course you tap Nighttime Heat. You tap and you follow as well. You hit the notification. It's always good to hit the notification bell, so that anytime the program comes on, you have, you receive notification and you are on, you receive the program and you watch the program. Want to share the show so that your friends, your relatives, and loved ones, your partners can also follow. Yes, Moses, welcome in.
Yeah, quickly. I just want you, when you give me, I want you to give me at least 1 or 2 minutes.
Yes,
let me just,
let me
piggyback on what you and Mr. Kennedy said. About substance users being victims. You guys are absolutely right. Not every one of them are victims, but a good portion. And the individuals who struggle with opioid use, the painkillers, tramadol, morphine, oxycodone, those guys, some of them went through surgery. They have serious medical conditions. These medications are legally prescribed, but they are very addictive. The longer you stay on them sober, you become dependent. And if you
Okay.
stop
No,
abruptly,
let's hold you there. Moses, let's hold you there
Yeah.
because
yeah.
we got our guests who are at the backstage. Let's try to bring them on. We can be keeping them, just there for long.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about
So-
the fact
so-
more and more.
I beg you, let me get rapid by saying this, right? So those people did not make choices. It's medical condition that got them becoming addicts. Let me stop there.
Okay. Judge, we have our guests. Some of them they've joined us already. Representative Smoke Molba, he's there. Mr. Chesson, Jefferson Chesson is there. Mr. David Cody is there. We're also expecting Dr. Lester Tinning. So you can welcome our guests quickly.
Gentlemen, it is a pleasure welcoming you guys, Honorable Molba, Honorable Kuti, Mr. Chesson. You all are welcome. This is a nighttime heat. You are welcome to the show. I'm George Kennedy.
Okay, Moses, you can also welcome our guests.
Yes, I'm Moses Sandy. It's a pleasure to welcome you, former Representative Kuti, Representative Molba, my brother Jesse, right? Jesse, it's also a pleasure to have you
Chesson.
tonight. And Chesson, it's a pleasure to have you tonight. And the entire Monrovia want to say, tune in. You don't want to miss this. Thank you.
Okay. Again, let me add my voice. Gentlemen, I want to thank you for joining us. Listeners, please share the show. Viewers, please share the show. Just go on your Facebook page and you tap Nighttime Heat. You come across the program and then you share the program. You watch the program and share the program. We are also on the YouTube. Just again, go on YouTube and then you tap Nighttime Heat. You also follow the show. We are streaming live on the Prom FM Monrovia 105.5. Just 3 words to use. You tap, and of course, you're going to follow the show tonight. Let's hear from our guests. Their opening comment, the reception to our greetings. First, we're hearing from you, Mr. Jefferson Chesson, rather. Let's hear from you quickly. Mr. Chesson, you are mute. Let's hear from you quickly.
Thank you, Summer, and muted. Am I muted? Are you hearing me now?
Yes, we are hearing you. Yes. You are on. You are on.
Okay, good. Okay, George Kennedy.
Yeah.
And Mr. Sandy, thank you so much for the welcoming, and it's a pleasure being on the show tonight. And I think this is my debut. This is my very first time appearing on this show, and I look forward to a very interactive program tonight.
Okay, thank you for joining us. Let's hear from you, Representative Smoke Molba.
I would like, first of all, to say good evening to everyone. The panel, Mr. Sende, Mr. Kuti, Mr. Kennedy, the rest of the other guys. And I'm here that who have a fruitful discussion based on the 2 topics that were given. The one that happened to do with the president visit to Japan, and to that of the CDC headquarters. Thank you, and God bless you.
Okay, let's welcome Mr. Wanto, Tier 1, Mr. Wanto, welcome to the program.
Great, so great pleasure being back here. Great also being joining with Jefferson. Nice to meet Mose again. Josh as well. The controversial David Cody.
Coming for you again
I really wish I would have been in the studio, but I'm glad joining tonight, and I look forward to a very exciting conversation.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And Mr. Koti, welcome to the program.
Well, thank you for the invitation once again. Like to say thank you for always bringing me on. I'd like to say I'm glad to be here today with Mr. Chesson. He's a good friend of mine. He's visited my home here twice. He's a good friend of mine. And I'd like to say thank you to the handsome Wanto. Even though he calls me controversial, but he's a fine man. I like to say he's a very handsome. I'm glad to be on the show here tonight, and with my
Okay.
good friend and brother from Monserrate County, the representative. I'm glad to be on the show with you again tonight. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Thank you for joining the show. This is the Nighttime Heat. On this show, we provide opportunities. We avail the platform to everyone, whether you are in the ruling establishment or whether you are in the opposition, whether you are in the non-position. We avail you the opportunity so that you make your position known on the program. But let's try to play this video when we saw the excavator first at the headquarters of the Congress of Democratic Change. Before we can put our first question,
Mr. George.
Yeah.
Mr. George.
Yes, sir.
Let me tap in small on your first issue before we come to this excavator thing.
That is very
I
interesting.
agree. Yes, I agree with all of you there. These people are already traumatized. Now, you cannot see you're trying to help people and you're killing them more. Some of these guys did not choose to be drug addicts. They were put there by their colleagues, their friends in schools. So if you say you're helping people and you taboo them like in wartime, I disagree with that. And I think the DA has to apologize to the public and do something about it. So I'd like to just agree with all of you there. This is why we need some trained people here to really help us help our people. I disagree with that. We're not in wartime. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Cody. Let's try to play this video quickly before we can put our first question. Let's try to play the video.
There you have it. It's down. With just one push. Just one push. First blow. There you have it. It's down.
That's the beginning.
With just one push.
Video. Gentlemen, you see the video there. That's the beginning of the excavator's work at the headquarters of the CDC when it threw down "Welcome to CDC headquarters." You saw the excavator breaking that down. Let me begin with you, Mr. Chesing. Is the CDC still reeling, or I don't know? Is it still shocked by the effect of the demolition? Are you still living with the shock? When I say you, I'm not making reference to you directly, but the CDC. Mr. Chesing, you can respond to that quickly.
I'm sorry. I don't know if it's from my end or from your end, but the internet is kind of a bit bad. So I don't know. I'm not really getting you.
Okay, so you want me to repeat?
Is it only happening to me?
Yeah, it is happening to you. Maybe you have to go over and come back on. But it's okay now. It's okay. You can hear me? Can you get me now?
Yeah, maybe.
You can get me now?
Yes, I'm getting
Okay.
you.
You saw the video. You saw the video when
Yes,
the excavator
yes,
brought
yes.
down the welcome to CDC, that big structure, concrete stuff was brought down by the excavator just in a few seconds. Is the CDC still troubled and shocked by the effect of the demolition of your structure?
Well,
Okay.
George,
Yes, go ahead.
frankly speaking, are you getting me now?
Yes, you are on. Yeah, go ahead.
Are you getting me?
Yes, go ahead.
Frankly speaking,
Yes, we're getting you.
the CDC at the moment, the CDC at the moment is no longer troubled by the action of a bulldozer. But we are troubled by the fact that our legal system has been weaponized. And this is troubling not only for the CDC, but for our entire country. We are troubled about the weaponization of the legal system and the political vendetta that this government continue to demonstrate is troubling for our democracy and is dangerous for the growth and stability of our country. I don't know.
But
How
let me
the Unity
come
Party
in.
sees this,
Mr.
but they should
Chesson,
be ashamed.
Mr. Chesson, Mr. Chesson, Mr.
Yes,
Chesson.
sir.
Okay, you are talking
Yes, sir.
about weaponization and all of that.
Yes, sir. I'm getting you.
Yes. So, what do you mean? Wanting to expand on what you've just said?
Okay. So, George, let me say something, and I want to be clear on this, right? The integrity of our democratic republic depends on the Liberian people knowing the truth and seeking accountability. I don't know how else to characterize what has happened, but to listen to the Unity Party, which presided over a period of entrenched corruption and elitist governance, to now try to lecture us on the rule of law. After orchestrating the illegal.
Please be silent. Yeah, please.
Hello?
You can't be
speaker.
silent now, Mr. Cody. Yes, go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
apologize.
Go ahead, Mr.
Okay.
Chesson, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Mr. Koti, there's a civilized conversation, so you need to be silent small, and then you listen, and then I will also listen to you. I mean,
Yeah, but
if you don't do that, then we can have a conversation. But I can understand.
I will appeal to you not to be funny.
So,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yes, go ahead, Mr. Chesson.
Go ahead.
so George, you got to moderate your show properly now.
Yes, go
You
ahead,
got to
Mr. Chesson.
moderate
Go
the show
ahead.
properly.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. So the Unity Party, again, I said, presided over entrenched corruption and elitist governance. They are not trying to lecture us on the rule of law. After orchestrating the illegal and violent eviction and demolition of our party headquarters. And this is an act that shows the symbol of vindictive partisanship. Let me be clear, unequivocally. The eviction was not about justice or the rule of law. It was about raw political power and revenge. To reduce a complex legal matter that was still being adjudicated to a simple court order was, in my mind, intellectually dishonest. You see, the CDC pursued or were pursuing a legal recourse. And this is a clear fact that the CDC believes in the legal system of our country. A system has now shown that it will weaponize against its opponents.
Okay, let's go you there.
The Unity government demonstrated to the Liberian people and to the world. Really,
let's go you there, Mr. Chesson. Kindly, we'll come back to you. Let's go you there and hear from Mr. Wanto Tia Wanto. Wanto, you listen to your colleagues and your colleague rather, and I know you're going to tread the same line, but just bring us up to speed as to in what way was this whole eviction illegal? Because I'm continuing to hear the folks from the CDC saying the eviction was illegal? Just bring us up to speed to tell us, so clearly explain to us what makes it illegal.
Oh, so you already conclude that we have shared the same line. I mean, of course, it's extremely illegal in every dimension and understanding. The first and most important part, I've never seen evasion before that will completely bring down the entire building. Which one? Maybe I might be new to this, but I'm yet to see an entire evasion process that will have Caterpillar on the street, the Labrador National Police.
Let me bring you up to speed, Mr. Wantu. I'm sure maybe you've been out of the country, but we've seen demolition somewhere around. It happened somewhere around the Catholic Junction. All the structures were demolished. We also saw a couple of places that structures were demolished because it's happened, especially where it happens, especially where an individual has a property and the property was leased, and maybe after the agreement, the lease agreement, or some problems erupted, he has the leverage, to say, well, that's a decision to say, well, I want the property on my land, I want to make use of it, or I don't want to make use of it. So I don't think that is odd, or I don't think that is strange. I just thought to bring that to you.
Yeah, I mean, that is something we don't know about right now. I don't think you're speaking from an informed perspective that the guy required that the property be completed.
No, the reason why I came in to say, to just give you an example, because you say you haven't seen that happen before. It has happened. We saw that happen. So,
but that's the standpoint Jefferson is coming from, the illegitimate aspect of it, political interference. The demonstration.
So the question is, what makes it illegal?
Because we had an appeal in court that is yet to be decided on.
Which court? Which court?
The CDC took us up an appeal to the Supreme Court. Beyond that, CDC have demonstrated exceptional leverage of healthy tenant relationship with the property in question. We paid our dues on time. We reserved some level of respect. Every aspect of what was done was on the basis of political order. And I do not think that is something that will be done in any case or scenario if this was in the CDC. So I think that is where Jefferson is coming from. For me, I would say,
let me bring you back now. When you took the matter to the Supreme Court, what happened?
The case is yet to be decided on. The appeal is yet to be decided on. We were waiting for the appeal that CDC took to the Supreme Court. It's yet to be decided on as well. The reality here is what is interesting to note about is that I found no pleasure in even having conversation about this scenario because CDC have moved forward. Today, CDC announced an entire committee to reconstitute an agenda for the new headquarters that will be created. That is, the party have gone far away from that. We are redefining our agenda towards the more futuristic outlook in terms of our new headquarters, rebranded, created in a way that is more that is built to be able to fit the context of a modern space.
Okay. I know all of that. You spoke about political interference. I want you to just give us some more clarity on that. What do you mean when you talk about political interference?
Let's look at instances that surrounded the entire process. The deputy at LBS did a very sarcastic post that he was proud that CDC no more CDC will burn tire on the street. Yesterday, he said CDC is in fact homeless. That is an employee of the government media institution.
You say he did a post on that?
Of course, everyone here saw that post. I'm sure people saw it. The second aspect, the president was asked when he returned from Japan. The first statement was, "The law is the law. If people should be evacuated, they should be evacuated." Most of the government officials celebrated it as if it was.
Does that show any political interference or influence?
Of course, political parties in government were celebrating this entire scenario as one of the major accomplishment of government. And then we see it as a pathway of government interference. But here's what is interesting to know, Sabah. The Unity Party for the 1 year is yet to have a headquarters. Citizen in 20 years is designing one of the most pragmatic, most ambitious headquarters that tonight we just demonstrated that of a committee setup. So we'll move past this. What we gain from this.
Let me hold you there. Mr. 122, and hear from Representative Molba. Representative Molba, I want to believe. I can remember you were on this platform and other platforms asking for extension in the demolition of the CDC headquarters. You wanted some extension, but that didn't happen. We all saw that on Saturday, and we just played a video. Let's hear from you your take.
Yeah, Sober, I think my side of the issue of the demolition was about the land right proceeding requirement. Because when there is a vetted, first of all, there should be sufficient notice to comply with the standing rule, right, from the code. I think CDC needed the time to have that time frame, the time interval before the demolition. But then another aspect of it is to establish a protocol of communication between the code to that of the party. But to my surprise, the party came out with the vetted, and the next day, 1 or 2, they went straight directly into bring down all of those beautiful structure, which I think is not necessary, especially not just CDC, because I think government after government should look at the issue of our land reform, where Liberia is not a developed country. Liberia is underdeveloped, where you have building that could be used by government entity, and they go and bring it out. Like the issue of Fender campers, we saw some tall buildings that they put there, one G's bar, but then they brought the entire building down without government taking to use it. So some of those things we really need to look at it. Then another issue with the issue of the code is the issue of ethical conduct, because there should be procedure where when the court come up with vetted, you cannot just go in to just demolish all of those buildings. You have to give time frame where the other party can recognize and relocate. But I read it, did not monitor all of those processes governed by the code. But all in all, I would say this: CDC got no legal right. The thing is not between Unity Party and CDC. So there should be a way to handle it. But beyond that, when we look at the political side of it, when it comes to democracy, that's what bothers me. Because
but let me ask you, Reb, do you see any? Because you heard 122 and Chessing, they are making reference to some political influence. Do you see any political influence in the whole CDC headquarters saga?
I would say that I noticed a bit of it because from the beginning, because as a party, because the government is in the chair, they're in the hot seat. They represent the country. They take care of all governance aspects of the country. So when there is anything, I expected the executive to have a big control, right? They could be some appeal to the court to give the time interval as it relates to taking all of those buildings down. But the government refused. And my thing is this, because if we go like this, try to create party hatred, it may live on. Because tomorrow, what if CDC becomes the winner for 2029? Are we going to chase people from Unity Party? Are we going to chase property that Unity Party purchased to build?
The thing is, Representative Molba, why blame the ruling establishment when they didn't have any oil to fry? It was a court order. Why blame the ruling establishment?
Look, let me tell you, Sobo, this thing is beyond the issue of court to that of the actual happening. Because the thing is, they are in the seat. They are the leader now. And when you are the leader, you try to mitigate.
So are you saying that because they are in the seat, so they should manipulate whatever, they should manipulate, the executive should manipulate the the judiciary, if there's any.
No. That's what I'm saying. The laws are there. I saw
Okay,
the laws are there.
Let's go there.
Right?
Let's go there and go to David Coty quickly. Mr. Coty, you listen to all the other guests. What's your take?
Okay, I wish Mr. Chesson had actually indicated which part of the government had kept hearing him saying the government. And I know there are 3 branches of government, and the court took their decision. And I don't see where the executive has anything to do with this. But let me say this. In 1961, January 20, John F. Kennedy, the 35th president of the United States, said, and I quote, "Ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country." I'm saying this to say, I want all political party members from now on to ask what they can do for their party instead of what their party can do for them. When your party makes you president, senator, representative, or minister, whatever, look back and build our party up before you can buy your house in Ghana, Ivory Coast, Germany, or before you can fill your stomach. This is not only to the CDC. Unity Party is also guilty of this. We were evicted before the CDC. So I'm not speaking about CDC here. I'm saying it to all political parties. Where the trouble is coming from. Including who?
NPP.
I was never a part of NPP. The last time you were on the air, when I said something, you said, "Oh, you were part of Charles Taylor, you killed people." No, I was a good friend of Charles Taylor. I'm not going to deny that. But I have never been a part of NPP. Go check the records. There are only 2 parties. Yeah, ACOP, yes. I became chairman of ACOP in 1997 up to 2003. So,
okay,
from there, strictly. Okay. I didn't land, please. Okay. So my advice is this. Instead of just playing game, Unity Party officials were behind it, this and that. Even the Unity Party did a similar thing. I remember when we were evicted, some partisans of ours were trying to blame the CDC. And some of us who were different said, "No, you can't do that. Let's solve our problem." When you have missed the boat, admit you have done wrong instead of blaming other people. So the last thing I have to say here is that all partisans, whether you're from the Disgruntled People's Party or Unity Party or CDC, let the people bear it before first. Some of these people, I can tell you this. I have known some of these people who were worse than useless for decades. Nothing. Gary, they were eating day and night. But by the time they got into government, story building here, story building there, this and that, mansions all over, not only in Liberia, all over the world. Okay. Let the people stomach before.
Okay, let the people stomach before. For now, but do you see any political influence in what been happening to the CDC in recent time?
What political influence? Where you won't pay your rent, even if you've been paying rent. I got my place. I said, "Get out. I want my place." What's wrong with it? What? Who has to tell me that? Are they children? No political influence in this thing. I have my place. I don't want you there anymore. And you say you can't leave. You've been there 20 years. Hey, man. That Unity Party told the owner to say you must move? No. There is no political influence in anything yet. The people feel, look, I can never be.
Go ahead.
I can never be in somebody's place and paying rent or not paying rent, and that person said they don't want me there, especially when I'm in power. What would I do? I will work it out. I can talk with the people, fix it. It's almost like when auditors find you guilty of a crime and you are a big person. Instead of calling them to say, "Look, gentlemen, I'm the head of this place here. Y'all can't disgrace me." But instead of that, I kill you. Hey, man, that's not the way to go. I will not kill you.
Mr. Coty, 6 years the CDC had the opportunity to have either purchased that property or to have avoided what had happened to them. You think there was sufficient time for them to have even arranged for the purchase of the property?
If they had enough time to build mansions all over the place here, if they had enough time to become millionaires here, if they had enough time to buy 32 trucks and loan it to a company, if they had a chance to build schools, modern colleges, while the University of Liberia was dead, if they had a time to do all of that, my friend, having huge bank accounts all over the world, they could have that time to purchase that place. But they didn't care about it. Oh, they didn't care about it. All they knew was they better my people first.
Okay.
You cannot be.
Let's hold you there, Mr. Cody. Let's hold you there.
One final thing quickly. There is a term called when you are a leader and you are an egomaniac, that means you are extremely self-centered. Oh no, it's dangerous for the people. When a leader is an egomaniac, my friend, it's terrible. You can be self-centered.
What are you insinuating? Mr. Cody, what are you insinuating? What are you saying?
I'm insinuating that these people were too greedy, only thinking about themselves.
Okay, that's the whole. Let's go there. Let's go there.
Please, I need to ask a question.
Which question?
I would like to know the leader Mr. Kuti is referring to, because I remember one upon a time, the same leader he making reference to was the same person he took a monument to, right? He took the person monument and carried it to the person and said the person did extremely well. So
I'm not talking about the particular leader. No, wait a minute. Please don't misunderstand me here. I was talking about all political parties. You heard me saying the Unity Party, the CDC, even the disgruntled people's party. Even the disgruntled people's party. Once you are a leader of a political party,
which party is called disgruntled people party?
Look, my man, don't give me a hard time here.
Mr. No, I'm asking you. Which people put you on Nakama Street?
Yes, okay.
Let me just provide some background information here. Look, let's be honest. I will speak to you. I have a mortgage, and I know they want to reside in the United States. Know what it means when you have a mortgage. When you have a mortgage, you purchase a home and you make monthly payment. If you don't pay within a given period of time, that home can go into what we call foreclosure. You can get evicted from that property.
Yes.
When you rent someone's property, you consummate a legal instrument. At least if you default, you can be evicted.
Correct.
I'm saying this to say that the action taken against the CDC by the judiciary has no political meaning. It's raw law. The CDC people were what? Bad tenants. They were bad tenants, irresponsible tenants. They didn't do the work.
No.
Do you know the last time for 6 years? Let me give you some background information. For 6 years, beginning 2017 to 2023, the CDC refused to make payment to Mr. Dempster, even though this man went to court in 2016. He won legally. He won the case in 2016. From 2017 to 2023, the CDC did not make a dime payment to this man. 6 years. Do you know the last time the CDC made a lump sum payment to this man? It was in March of 2024. Whoa. And you got people running all over the place talking about political. What are you talking about? You're just a bad tenant.
Let's hold you there.
You're a bad tenant.
Yes, thank you, Moses. Thank you for the background. Let's hear from you, Mr. Chesing. You listened to Moses Sandy. Was it true that you owed the owners of the property, you couldn't pay it until 2024? It was when you accepted paying? Mr. Chesing? Or Mr. Wanto?
So I think it's very inaccurate as possible. And I said this as yesterday. You must argue from the contextual basis when you want to criticize citizen intervention. This is a case that included family dispute. There is no single legitimate owner within the timeline being proffered by Moses, and the reason is that because both family own legitimacy to the very property, and it was decided by the Supreme Court. Citizen in itself, in the space of that timeline, have conversation with both families as possible. When there was resolved through the legal means, citizens saw out and pay all of the required funding that's received to it. There's no, even in the current time now, citizens don't owe a single citizen owe no one any rent. You know,
But let me ask Mr. Wanto, and you agree that you didn't pay since 2018 until 2024.
That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. Ask Moses to read the code record. The code record
So,
did not say citizens did not pay
Mr. Wanto,
since
Mr.
2018.
Wanto, with all courtesy to you, Mr. Wanto, look, this is a public discourse, and let us be honest here with ourselves.
Yeah.
What I was making reference to is in the public domain.
Yeah, but the
I'm a
public
career
Yes.
journalist. Listen,
No,
listen,
the
Mr.
public
Wanto,
domain did not say citizens
Mr.
did not
Wanto,
pay
no,
rent.
Mr.
Public
Wanto,
domain
Mr.
said there was a
Wanto,
public
Mr. Wanto, Mr.
Mhm.
Wanto,
Can I come in?
like you, I am widely read. I'm a media person.
Nobody
The
disagree
court
with
records,
you.
yeah, listen. The court records are in the public domain. If your argument is that you guys were good tenants, why did you make a lump sum? Why did you make a lump sum payment to this man, Mr. Dempster, in March of
$300,000.
2024? Over $300,000. Why
Because
did you do that?
Because
So gentlemen, let's speak from Mr. Wanto and Moses. Let's speak from what we have. Let me read this rental cash payment receipt received. That is the date March 29, 2024. Received from the Congress for Democratic Change, the CDC, the cash amount of United States dollars 360,000 via or through deposit in the account of the undersigned, maintained with International Bank Liberia Limited, representing the negotiated rental amount for the period January 2018 to December 31, 2023, for the possession, use, and occupancy of the premises subject of and after the redemption of final judgment by the Supreme Court of Liberia in the below captioned case. So that's it. What is it that you want to dispute?
You just
No,
got it.
Judge,
You
let
just
me
got it. Moses
let
said,
me come in then.
Hello, Sova.
You want me to come in,
So
Judge?
let want to go ahead. No, I mean, I want to start. I want to pause. Let want to go ahead and defend himself. Defend yourself. Defend the CDC.
I
Yeah.
just read the receipt that
So it depends. It depends.
no,
You may
come in,
have
let
to
want to
start-
come in. Rep, let want to come in.
To the property. I want to go ahead.
Want to go ahead quickly.
as I said, as quickly as possible, it's very important to provide a contextual understanding to the entire ruling process. The contextual understanding here is that there were legitimate family dispute. You can't outclass that just to be able to justify whether CDC pay rent or not. Who is CDC paying a rental when family having dispute in court? We must be
So you
honest.
didn't pay to them, sir?
CDC immediately halted and allowed the court proceedings to provide a legitimate answer. When that was done, CDC completed all of its payment due. And after the payment due was done, CDC sought to negotiate the property. He refused the negotiation.
But the thing is, Wanto, you refused to pay from
Because there was a
2018 up to
dispute.
2024.
Because there was a dispute. Who are we paying?
And there was a dispute though, but you were building structure on the disputed land.
But we were
Marco!
legitimate tenants of the land. The court did not ask
That
us
make you
to-
legitimate when the tenant when the property was in dispute.
because
Okay.
the court knew that CDC was a legitimate tenant on the land. The idea here is that if the dispute is resolved through a court proceeding, CDC will proceed to pay, and they kept that promise. So the idea of logging, let's for instance, some of you guys have been renting. You have family having legitimate dispute on ownership of a property that went as far as the Supreme Court. It's extremely disingenuous to argue and say CDC did not pay rent.
Now, Mr. Wanto, please 1 minute before information. Mr. Wanto, I think Moses wants to come in. Mr. Wanto, your critics believe that you might have been fooled or deceived. I'm making reference to the CDC by Mr. Archibald Bernal, who was also part of the dispute because you felt you had him in your government. So he was telling you, you don't need to pay anything. You don't need to pay anything. And so you fell to that.
That's assumption. No, there's no evidence.
Okay. All right, that's assumption, no evidence. Let's hear from you, Rep. Before.
But listen, hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Information.
Josh.
Information.
Please,
Josh.
Yes, go ahead.
Let him come in.
Josh, are you?
Yeah, let him come in.
No, information first, please. Information from me.
Josh,
Go ahead.
Josh, Theokodi had enough time to talk, and you haven't given us a chance to respond. I don't think.
No, information. Yes, information. Information.
No, I don't think you have
Information,
a chance to talk.
No, Chelsea, information.
Mr. Chelsea, just 1 minute.
Inaccurate.
This is a conversation rule. It is a conversation rule, Chelsea. Chelsea is a conversation rule, please. You gotta be. This is a civilized program here, please. It's a conversation rule.
Go ahead.
You have made a lot of assumptions.
It is a civilized program, my brother. Give me a chance. You don't run this program. We have one moderator here. You don't run this program.
Information. So I check.
Eugene Nangbe was on the show today. Eugene Nangbe was on the show today on Auto FM, stating that they were saying, no, Chelsea, let me remind you, this program is not for children. I beg you. Please give me a chance. Now, Eugene Nangbe was on the show. Chelsea, we have been having peace here. We have been having peace here. You will not bring trouble. You will not bring trouble.
Mr. Cody,
You will not bring trouble.
Mr. Cody, hold your information. Let Mr. Chelsea come in.
No,
Mr. Chelsea,
that's my information.
let Mr. Cody, hold your information. Mr. Cody,
Number 7. All right.
Mr. Cody, hold your information. Let's hear from Mr. Jefferson Chelsea. Yeah, Mr. Chelsea,
let me say, George, in the first place is that I was in flight and you didn't give me a chance to learn my thoughts.
No, go ahead. Sorry.
But listen, Dale Cody have made a lot of false accusations against the CDC, which I think is unfair. If we come to this public discourse, we should come with facts and be sincere. CDC has no issue or had no issue with rental, no issue whatsoever. You know, and I know, if you are renting somebody's house and there's family dispute, there should be an extra account where you put in the rentage. This account we also was never created by both families. There was no extra account. They waited for the ruling of the court, and once the court have ruled and established Dempster as the legitimate owner of the property, we started to negotiate with Dempster and we paid Dempster. So there was no rental issue unlike what has happened with the United Party. So if Mr. Cody has no idea on what has happened, he needs to just keep quiet or read more. There was no rental issue yet. It was strictly a family dispute that was adjudicated by the court. And when the court made a final determination on who was the legitimate owner of the property, CDC then started to do business with that person. Again, the reason why...
Mr. Chelsea.
Mr. Chelsea.
Can I just one question?
Yeah, Moses,
I just want to ask Mr. Chelsea. Mr. Chelsea, are you really following the discussion we're having here? How will you argue that the CDC listen, my man, listen, let me say something. You're arguing that the CDC had no rental problem? Are you ready following the discussion?
None. Absolutely none.
Can you
There was
imagine that?
never a rental issue with the CDC. Never.
Can
There
you
was
imagine?
never
No,
a rental
there was
issue.
no, there was no. Then why did the Supreme Court rule against you?
Okay.
How you can rule? But the ruling was the ruling about rental
In-
issue? No.
In
The ruling was
2016, when the
about-
court ruled, in 2016, when the court ruled against the CDC and asked that all payments be made to Mr. Denstor, and you said no
All right.
rental problem,
Didn't we pay
are
the
you
debt
following the
service?
discussion?
Didn't we pay the debt service? Are you aware of the whole of the court proceeding, or you just acting on sentiments? No, the court had a straight ruling on this case that Dempster was the legitimate owner of the property, and then we started to negotiate with Dempster.
No.
We paid every cent we owed Dempster, cleared it off. See,
When?
had no rental issue with Dempster.
When did you pay?
Sorry,
Answer.
you're not coming. So
When did
listen.
you pay your
You had
rental?
the receipt there. You read the receipt. You read
Okay,
the
so
receipt.
then I come in right there. I want to ask you, this matter was in court. So you were not paying, you had your money in an escrow account or holding it back. There was controversy over the property. Why were you developing the property that two families were fighting over? Never knew the actual owner. That's the question I asked. I'm not really getting that answer for you.
Kennedy, you know the reason why I'm able to argue this? I'm a scholar of the law. So once you are being determined as a legitimate tenant on any property,
You sure you understood the question that Kennedy asked you?
I think, Judge, if you're not controlling the show, then make it on
No, let
me ask you a question. You saying something else. You don't understand the question.
me respond.
Yeah.
I'm answering it, interrupting me. If you
Go ahead, Mr. Chesing. Mr. Chesing, go ahead. Go ahead.
Ask a question, Kennedy.
Yes,
You talk
I'm
about
listening.
developing the property while the property was in court.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yes. We were tenants. We were legitimate tenants on that property. And so we had a right to go ahead and develop the property, knowing fully well that once the court rules and tell her that this family or this person is the legitimate owner of the property, would therefore go ahead and do business with that person. So there was no fear whatsoever about developing our property or dealing with the legitimate owner as per the court ruling. So again,
Chelsea.
Okay, gentlemen.
I want to ask you another question, sir. Prior to you responding to my question, you said you are a scholar of the law. Why you said, is it really scholarly in line with the law? That a disputed property, you developing it. Then you said that scholarly behavior in line with the law?
I didn't get you. If the property in dispute, you cannot develop the property? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Which part in the law tells you you can't develop?
I don't want to know particularly what sense does it make to me, or would it make to me that
Yes,
two families
say
fighting over the parcel of land that I am on?
Say to you, but Kennedy, listen, if you are living in a house and the house is in dispute with two families, you will say that even if the rain will fall on your head. Does that make sense to you?
Okay, Mr. Chelsea, let's go ahead and play this video. We want to see what happened to the CDC and I mean the Unity Party and now happening to the CDC. What it's almost the same. I'm 1 minute. Let me play this video, please. 1 minute, Mr. Cody. Let's play the video. Mr. Cody, 1 minute. 1 minute will be back. Let's try to play this video quickly.
Judge, you got on the show. So
But the party that said it one power, look at trouble. The people that said it one power, they can't even pay their own house rent. They can't get them power. So do what you want now. You better go find play your sit down.
Okay, so let us pause this video. Let's pause that video. Mr. Chesing, that was, I'm sure you saw the president in the video making mockery to the Unity Party at the time. you think that was appropriate? If so, why are folks from the CDC are now angry when there are others who are making mockery of the CDC?
So Judge,
Yes, sir.
It's an individual making his personal statement. And secondly, you talk about mocking the CDC. We don't have issue with an individual making a personal statement. We don't have issue with that. But the facts are clear that the Unity Party were put out of their party headquarters because they could not afford the rent. They were put on that party headquarters. They moved on the.
But they don't think a similar thing that happened to the
No,
CDC.
it's not similar. That's why I need to educate David Coty on.
Not similar.
It's not. Our case is strictly
what's the
about
difference?
family dispute. No, you need to give me a chance. The case with the CDC is strictly family dispute. It was strictly family dispute. And once the court ruled, we decided to work with Dempster, which he has given us a letter that you read that giving us first right of refusal to purchase the property. Later on, he refused, and that is strictly up to him. But this case with the Unity Party is completely different. The Unity Party couldn't pay the rent at that place. They refused to pay the rent. They were moved from there to the FE Shortcut. They went FE Shortcut. They had to put it out again because they couldn't pay the rent there again. David Coty knows why. Why Joseph Boakai that served in government for over 12 years as vice president, and he presided over almost 500 million scandal. He presided over 80 million scandal, over 25 million scandal. He presided.
I see you going, Mr. Chassin.
Mr. Chassin, you are wasting our time. You are off tangent. Mr. Chassin. Mr. Chassin.
No. Mr. Coty was talking. You didn't cut him off.
We are talking about the demolition of the CDC.
But David Coty went around.
Yes, go ahead, Mr. Coty.
You were talking. You didn't cut him off.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Your point. Mr. Coty, come in. Mr. Coty, come in.
The show can be hijacked by Mr. Coty.
What I want you to do,
Mr. Coty is not hijacking the show.
By Mr. Coty. Can I come in?
Let Mr. Coty come in with the information, and then you come in quickly.
The next time when I come on your show, you're not helping the process.
Some of your show is not being controlled.
You see, okay. Rap Coty. I mean, former rap. Hold your peace. Representative Mulva come in.
Okay.
All right. I'm not on anyone's side. I'm a realist. I think I listened to my brother, Chasson, from the end of the CDC. He made a lot of information, gave detailed information that we could use. So from my own analysis, I would like to ask Chesson, because when you talk about 360,000 United States, that is not a small money. That's a huge amount. That money alone can build one of those headquarters, a minimum headquarters for all of you guys to use, right? I think it was an error on the part of CDC to go to just avoid that. Another one, we talk about delay in payment. When you have delay in payment, it shows that you are not a good tenant, right?
Right.
I like the argument.
Right.
When you have a delay in payment, it shows that you are not a good tenant because you were in the hot seat and being in the hotspot, serving as leader, you had the right, you had all of those rights to negotiate between the two tenants, to negotiate between the two property owners, right? You have a playing field of discussion. Today, what happened couldn't have, sparked the entire thing up. You could have quieted it down because there's a political disgrace. Let me be frank with you. There's a political disgrace. So if you, from the beginning, if you're going to do your dirty work, the party did not do their dirty work. So they were exposed. I felt that it was going to be a lesson for CDC, right? To have done their dirty work. But you did not do your dirty work. Then we shift blame on the court. I'm one person that is in support of the court. My only issue is the time interval. But I don't think you need time. If you had $360,000 United States dollars, then you cry for time.
Yeah.
it baffled me with the issue of CDC.
Okay.
To be
Mr. Chelsea, go right ahead. Go right ahead and respond.
Okay, so let me make some clarity. The first thing, Honorable, it is almost illegal or impractical to go and negotiate with both families when both families are in court. That first thing. Both families were in court over this property.
Illegal? What's the legal portion of that things I did
almost impractical? Sorry.
Yeah.
You couldn't negotiate with any of them, but you were building structures on the land, on the
what's the
disputed
legal point there? That you cannot negotiate two family and have a common dialogue of settlement. What's the legal point there?
The two families were already in court, Honorable. They were in court. So
and you have one of the family in your government. You have one of the family in the government, right?
And you run the government. You ran the government.
No, Mr. Chelsea, the families are in court, but you had one of them in your government. Mr. Archibald Bonnet, right?
So the two families were in court.
It's a tough one.
The two families were in court, and therefore the CDC could not have gone between the two families to negotiate how to resolve their issue. The two families could not resolve the issue, they had to go to court. Then you are saying to me that the CDC should go between the two families and negotiate and resolve the issue and then make payment. No. The first time when the first family that we negotiated with was the Achibana family, which we made payment to. After that, they went into the court. And so because of that, we could not have been making payment to any of the families until the court had come with a ruling. When the court ruled, we signed a document with the particular family that the court
Mr. Chairman,
legitimate owner of the property.
I purchased the land 2 times. I purchased the land 2 times from 2 different owners just because I wanted a clean fee. I did.
So the 2 different owners were in court. The same property.
Let's pause quickly.
Information,
Mr. Koti, quickly. Your information.
Yeah. Eugene Nangbe was on OKFM today, and he said to the world that CDC was paying money to 2 different people, 2 different parties. Please look, Saba. Please call Julius and let him give you that.
No, he said that.
May I go ahead, please?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. Saba, please contact Julius. He will give you the clip. Julius even asked him, why were you paying to 2 different people when the matter was not resolved? No good answer. Now, Chelsea, you are right. You said the 2 cases are not the same. You are right because one of them, excavator went. No, I'm just coming back to your comment now. You know, the 2 cases are not the same because excavator went to one and excavator did not go to the other one. So that's the only difference. But the 2 people owing people. Excavator went and broke down. And then the next thing I want to tell you, this is another information. This is another information I want to give you. You say you have never seen anybody. Mr. Wanto is gone, or he's the one who said that. He said never seen any caterpillar going to any place before while they're evicting people. Your own steward, John Uboti, in Mount Barclay, the very day that the sheriff went there to evict the people, Caterpillar was there breaking down their buildings. Ask anybody.
Okay.
Please call the co-sheriff.
Let's go there and please tape this video quickly. Let's go there. Let's play this video. Upload and play quickly.
Awadila. So drugs. Have you showed the hospital where? No. Open the so the opening. What has been discovered? Drugs. Be careful with the weapon, please. And then that looks like a revolver. Hey, 4 already. That looks like a revolver. Okay, put everything. A revolver.
Oh, you got right?
Okay. Okay, let's pause the video. Mr. Chessing, is it shocking that drugs and other items were found on the at the headquarters on the grounds of the headquarters?
So, George, that is not even shocking. We expected that. So the entire demolition exercise was carried out on camera. Every aspect of everywhere the people went, were on camera. People were recording, and journalists were all over. The only place the journalists did not go, the only place the camera were not allowed, was the place where these things were discovered. They should even raise a red flag. We expected that.
Who did a video? Who did a video?
That's the question.
But that video was.
Who did a video?
But that video was recorded after the discovery. It was discovered. It was recorded after. Look at the video.
Your defense is so poor. Your defense is very poor tonight.
No, don't say that. Look at the video.
Very poor.
It's a clip. Look at the video. Everywhere the demolition. Everywhere. People were there. Cameras were there. If you look at the entire video, you will see that initially the journalists and the recorder were not in the house when they discovered those items. They were never. The items were clearly planted by this regime. The police.
Mr. Chessing, what are you implying? What are you saying?
I'm clearly implying that the police planted items at the party headquarters. They planted those
the police planted the items?
Yes, the police did. I can tell you that.
Oh, now you know about it. So you got video recording to prove that?
I'm telling you that the police Josh, take a careful look at the entire clip. And I looked at that clip. Before they allowed the journalists and those that were doing the recording into the premises, they were out. Only the police were in that facility when they discovered those items. I can challenge you. I mean, I understand they were going to assassinate them, but because he's not informed, he's not following what's happening. You behind time. You're not following. So no journalist. I challenge you. You are a journalist, George. Follow up with other journalists, those that were on the ground. No journalists were invited in the premises where those items were discovered until the police discovered them. That shows.
Josh, how you got the video, Josh?
The drugs were planted there
how you got the video, Josh?
The video came from the police. They were live, not from the police.
What's up?
Man, look.
Sometimes.
Yeah, 1 minute. Look, let me ask you a question. George, let me ask you a question, Sabo. And Kennedy, let me ask you a question. In your sound mind, you really think a CDC or any member of the CDC had weapons there, knowing fully well that the police were coming to do demolition, they were going to leave it there? I mean, just answer your son.
That's the beginning of the argument, but you killed it.
Do you know that an arrest was made on that premises, someone with a weapon on them? One former EPS officer, do you know?
No,
you're not interviewing us. We're interviewing you. So let me get you this information again. I know you will deny, but it's a fight. Nobody in Liberia that went to that CDC health office that will tell me that at the back of the CDC office, at the back of that how do you call it, drainage that over there, that place was not drugs infected. Nobody in this country. It represented the fight. So it's just strange to you, or with Chessing. I know you very well. You and I, your sister Vanessa, we all were living in Douala during the war in the same house at the cutting tree. You forgetting about me. Charles Kennedy, probably you know my brother. I don't know you to be of such. You need to face the reality. It's difficult to defend CDC.
Yes.
It's not difficult. It's not difficult to defend CDC.
Especially for somebody like you, Josh, I know you. I remember you well. I even see you up Mama Point there. I know you well.
Yeah, you are going to get one time.
So let me tell you something, George. For you as a journalist, I've been in the field for years. To just make that kind of statement is troubling for our entire country. To state that behind the CDC party were drugs infested.
Yes, no. The whole country knows that.
The former acting DA.
You will not be saving lives now to leave the show. You're not saving lives. You need to stop that.
Yeah.
You need to stop it. There's a very last conversation we're having. So listen.
Okay, all right.
If you, George Kennedy, if you will say this, then for me, then I'm getting scared where our country is going. How can you sit on this show and tell me that behind the CDC party headquarters were drug infested? I can tell you now that behind Joseph Boakai house where his son renting is a drug cartel. Joseph Boakai's son was selling drug in that place. So does that make it sound?
Let us discuss let us discuss.
No, I'm just leveraging the
I think
Mr. Chelsea, let me bring it back. Mr. Chelsea, Mr. Chelsea,
I'm giving an example of a wild allegation. I'm giving an example of a wild allegation.
Gentlemen, Mr. Chelsea, I know, Mr. Chelsea, I know you agree with me that you had some CDC folks who were residing at the party headquarters. They had that as residents. What's the fate of those parties now?
So what's happening is that the former president have asked leaders of the party to take stock of all those that were living at the party headquarters. And once that is done, we are going to find means to cater and address the issue of the displacement. So we are now taking stock of all those that were there and finding means to take care of the displacement. Yes, the party is
now.
going to
What do you think, Mr. Chelsea? What do you think that should be a problem when, like you have some good properties, like the former president, his condominiums are still there. The rest of you have a lot of good properties. Why should be finding it difficult to settle the people who are still loyal to you?
No,
that's the question. That's the question.
No, Mr. Chelsea to answer. No, Mr. Chelsea to answer me. Mr. Cody,
don't go that route, right?
Rev, Mr. Chelsea to answer. We are not asking you. We are asking Mr. Chelsea. Mr. Chelsea?
Yes. So you see, why are we finding it difficult to settle those people? Is that
when you have lots of properties, the rest of other seditions, the former president, the condominium still there. Why should we have a problem with that?
But now you can determine that. Who determines that they have that?
No, we're asking Mr. Chelsea. We are not asking Representative Molba. Representative Molba is different from Mr. Chelsea.
I think the whole discussion is just CDC based. Let's have fruitful discussion.
Mr. Representative Molba, we are not asking you. We are asking Mr. Chelsea. Mr. Chelsea is here. He's an insider.
Because Mr. all of those questions to him.
First of all, to even ask that question now, then that means you're not even listening to me. I said earlier that we are taking stock of all those that were living at the party headquarters and making arrangement to have them taken care of.
So it means that either you take them to either one of the condominiums or you take them to your properties that you also.
I don't know. The leadership of the party will make that determination. But yes, we are taking stock of the people that were living on the compound, and we are finding means to give them a better home.
We're getting feedback. Please mute your microphone. Now, Mr. Chelsea,
Mr. Chelsea, a family-led party. Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Chelsea, has the party leadership communicated with the National Elections Commission that you don't have any properties now? You don't have any headquarters? Have you communicated that with the NEC?
So,
yes, sir.
The CDC has other party headquarters in other districts. And the executive committee of the party is going to select one of those district headquarters that meet the standard of the NEC to be used temporarily as our party headquarters until we can construct a brand new state-of-the-art party headquarters.
Okay. Mr. Representative Mulba, you intended coming in. Let's hear from you.
No, the thing is, it really play on me that I think we should be discussing those things that will benefit our people, not to just remain on the issue of political party, because even with the issue of headquarters, that's left with CDC. How they go about it, it's just the authority of CDC. Then you make mention of relocation of those other people. I think we all have issue with the young people to relocate, and especially with the issue of drugs. Let's focus on more things that will benefit our people than to be around the CDC.
Okay, so let's go with them. Mr. Koti, because shortly we'll have to transition. Mr. Koti, let's hear from you.
Yeah, Honorable Mulba, Summa Mulba, I agree with you that we should be discussing national issues, bread and butter matter, but this one is also important because CDC is a government in waiting. They want to lead this country. So we need to find out how they're holding their own people. The first mistake they ever made, I can't call it a mistake, the first bad thing they ever did was to allow their stomach to be full fast. The property these people got in 6 years.
Every political party in Liberia, including yours.
Hey, Honorable, please. Honorable, can you get a chance to talk?
Can you give me some?
If you want to join CDC to debate for CDC, you're welcome.
No, I'm not defending CDC.
Okay.
I'm a realist.
But then let you talk.
I'm a realist.
Let me talk. Let me talk.
Let me talk.
Go ahead, Mr. Koti, quickly.
Am I protected?
You are.
Yes, go ahead.
Thank you. Look, let me say something here. You should have asked the True Party how they did their thing. You didn't know how. Countrymen are countrymen. Now, I came to Monrovia in 1958 when I was 5 years old. I saw Tubman. I saw Tarbell. I saw all of the presidents from that time. These people, nobody will tell you that the True Party did not steal or they didn't do wrong, but they did it in a night. But you people did it day and night. Y'all did it day and night.
What are you people now? What are you people?
About CDC, who else are we talking about? How can you come with one bicep, one khaki pack? Hey, give me a chance, man. I will let you talk. Give me a chance. How can you come to power? Hey, man, give me a chance. How can you come to power with one bicep, one khaki pack, no shoes? After 3 months or 1 year, when you got into power, you started owning properties all over. How can you do that? You don't know how to do the thing? Some of you had nothing. Go see the houses you got now. Go see the houses you got. Nothing you had when you were not in government.
Okay.
But by the time you were in, you got into government. Y'all didn't know how to do the thing, man. Y'all got drafted.
Jack gave me a few minutes. David Koti into the country here with nothing. He built a very big house in Virginia that I can't even finish here. He's still fighting to finish. But I leave that. Let me just tell you something. You talk. Oh,
put in the you said it, yo.
Well, listen, let me tell you something now. Unity Party led this country for 12 years. When they bought the Unity Party or the party are calling for not being able to pay rent, why didn't Vanny Sherman? Why didn't Joseph Boakai? Why Willie Bellen? Why all those people that was corrupt in the Unity Party government did not provide housing for the Unity Party? Why?
No, you
and now you asking that question. No, it's not a mistake for us. It's not a mistake.
Now what?
Us, let me tell you, we have volunteered to buy the property. We are waiting for the court to complete the ruling and let us know who were the legitimate owner, and then we'll purchase the property from them.
So you have the property now? Is the property in your possession?
listen now, they are giving us the first right of refusal. But because of the political vindictive behavior of this Unity Party government, they have pushed themselves to the point that he's asking us to pay $4.5 million for that property that you are offering $2.5 million for. And that is an unjust enrichment. We will not agree to that.
Mr. Chesney, Mr. Chesney, Mr. Chesney, Mr. Chesney.
No. Saba, 1 minute. 1 minute, Saba. Saba, 1 minute. I beg you 1 minute.
Okay, go ahead, Dave.
Saba, please 1 minute. I beg you 1 minute. Now, to prove to you that these guys are shameless and can lie, I will say something tonight. Mr. Chesson came here one time with a group of people when Thomas Fowler was running his campaign. Jefferson Koju was here, and what Chesson said to the group, said, this man has built a house here in the corner with a car in his bedroom. I want him to show it to us. I took them into my house and they went all over and saw everything. For him to sit tonight and say my house can't finish, somebody got to do me a favor tonight. Please go to YouTube.
It's unfinished, man. They're going to let me in our unfinished house, like Baka in
All
Baka
right.
Hill.
All right.
Can I ask you a question? Yes.
Saba, let me end up.
Can I ask?
No, I need to end it.
Yeah.
No, I need to end it.
No, let's get for
But Saba, you can't do this to me. Saba, you can't do this to me. Saba, you can't do this.
Go ahead, Representative.
Saba, you can't do this.
Yeah.
Let me
end on this. Let me end on this. I beg you. Saba,
if I was taking my political role model, I would say, seriously, you confusing us.
Saba.
I remember doing Soya time, you get support.
Yeah.
I also remember doing early time. Anyway, your friend, you get support. Green John,
Oh, you owe me?
You built your money man, a gold money man, and turn it over
You
to
owe
Wia.
me?
I'm just
You owe me?
You say
Okay.
Baka like
Then let me-
your uncle. You join Isa.
Then let me come in now. Thank you. Let me come in.
You will say
Can I come?
join Isa. I just confused.
Can I come in? All right, can I come in?
That's what the government say, Oscar finish.
All right, Saba, give me a chance. Saba,
Yes, go ahead quickly.
Saba, am I on now?
It's raining tonight.
Please do me a favor. Mr. Kennedy,
Yes, sir.
I want you and Saba to please do me a favor so you can disprove what this guy is. Please go to YouTube and put there Patrick Sowa on Flashpoint.
Yeah.
Sowa is S-O-W-A-H. He's a friend of mine who visited me here one time, and he wanted to do a video here. Please go to YouTube now, so you can see inside and outside. Let me tell you.
We are money man.
Okay.
You want to run away from the topic? You want to run away from the topic? You know me.
Observation, Honorable Moba and Honorable Chelsea. I think you guys want to deflect from the issues. You're not going to.
That's correct.
You're not going to use private
That's what I want to do.
to sway our attention.
We're not running away tonight.
Putin's house.
Maybe
They want to leave them. They want to leave them. Stop it. We're not go.
Moba and Representative Moba and David Cody and Mr. Chelsea, let's try to play this video quickly, and then we just zero on that to open the lines. Let's play this video.
Mr. President, your government's quest to make Liberia a food-reliant nation remains upended. Do you care to bring us up to speed about your meeting held with Chika, President Wa in Japan?
Thank you very much. And the first thing is about the international partnership, which is to help African countries to become self-reliant in terms of investment, in terms of food production, in terms of being responsible communities for developing their respective area, and we are committed to this.
Mr. President, my name is Regan Levy, and I report for the Liberian News Agency. You have always pushed for Liberia on the international scene. So you called on JICA to see a reason to enhance the production aspect of food security or rice in our country. What prompted your course?
Well, you know, on my agenda, the first is agriculture, a country that feeds itself. We have the potential, we are capable, we have the land, we have the resources. So the partnership that will help us to do that is very important. That's why we are working with strategic partners so that we can produce. And we can't do that without building roads, access roads to the farming community, and we are on course with that.
Mr. President, my name is Theo Fellows, and I report for Cool FM. I know you are on a long flight, but this question is, do we understand that Japan pledged $5.5 billion to Africa to win TICA 9? How much is Liberia expected to get from the amount, and if it were given, how your administration would use it to benefit ordinary people, sir?
Well, those are the discussions that we have, what will come to Liberia. But what we know immediately is a commitment to help us. You know, the Japanese highway want to connect it with the Gabriel Tucker Bridge. You're also talking about medical things. You've seen about the dialysis machine. So whatever it is, and part of it is shown by how we behave, how we manage our own resources, how we cater to our people. That's why I spoke on peace, working with women, with youth, communities, and we believe through that.
Okay, so gentlemen, you listen to the president. That was an interview he conducted upon his return at the Roberts International Airport, return from the TICA conference in Japan. Let's hear from you, Mr. David Cody, first. What did you make up? What's your takeaway from what the president said?
A lot of goodies are coming. Plenty of good things are coming. The details are going to be known in a few days from now. The press secretary or the information minister has not yet given the entire details because they just got in. But a lot of good things are coming. This president has never taken a trip anywhere without coming back with anything. A lot of good things are coming. That's what I can tell you. Okay. That's what I can tell you for now.
Okay, Representative Molba, what's your takeaway?
All right, I will need like 5 minutes on this because this is one of the important things I expect also.
5 minutes, I only give you two minutes.
Yeah,
2 minutes,
like
please.
Yeah. So with the issue of the president trip, I think as David Coty said, a lot of good things coming. I think I placed a call with some partners in Japan, and information there. The president is focusing on the infrastructure development, our healthcare system, and economic cooperation to that of international relationship. But let me say this: most often we Liberians think about money. Everything is not about money. So for project agreement. So some of those projects that the president discussed with Sajiru, the prime minister, is the issue of tourism. That's one important thing for Liberia. Another aspect that discussed was the issue of the Japan Freeway, 1.9 kilometer from the Gabriel Tucker Bridge to that of Freeport. I think that should be something that we should embrace. The last one, the issue of health. They did a negotiation with Kamukaru Hospital, General Hospital, where the dialysis center in JFK will be taken care of. I think that's a great improvement, and I gave the president bravo for that. Thank you.
Okay.
I salute you.
What's your takeaway?
So I listening to. I mean, Derek didn't say anything, so I'm not. But I will say some things. He had a discussion. Look, if you listen to the interview, and when the journalist asked the question, you, Saba and Kennedy, you're a journalist. You're able to read between the lines. What did the president say? Nothing. He must have had discussion, everything, but nothing. You talk about Japan Freeway. That Japan Freeway discussion was concluded long since.
No,
That is-
extension.
that-
I did not say the freeway. We say extension of the freeway.
Extension.
1.9
My
kilometer.
man, I'm telling you
There's
that
nothing
the
about the
corridor.
1.9 kilometer. I say you know what we call the Gabriel Tucker Bridge. Don't say that.
My man, can you just sit there and listen to me? You're talking, you're quiet.
I will not allow you.
No,
to
no.
fool the
When I
people.
was talking, you were quiet.
Yeah.
When you were talking, I was quiet. That's civilization.
I always protect the
You
CDC.
need
But
to
this time around,
listen.
it's not the party.
Oh,
They're doing
yeah.
No,
well.
you need to be listening. You need to be listening Please, when people
Representative
talk.
Mobile, let's listen to him. Let him respond.
See,
Talk, go ahead.
Let him give
that's
his
the
take away
problem
from
with
what the
you guys.
president said.
They are intolerant. I sat down here and I tolerated all you said. Now you're so intolerant, you can't even tolerate me to
I'm
even
listening. Go
open
ahead.
up.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you be intolerant. That is a civilized.
You're not
Yes,
escaping.
quickly.
Go ahead. You're not escaping.
You have to open the lines quickly.
Give him
So
chance.
let's see.
Go ahead.
The corridor from the Gabriel Tucker Bridge to Freeport, that negotiation with the Japanese government was already concluded. They were going to construct that corridor already. They were concluded. Nobody should lie to you.
You show me proof I resign tomorrow morning. You show me proof I resign tomorrow morning. Don't fool the people.
Don't fool the people.
Don't fool
So
them.
can you moderate the show and if you be
Gentlemen, let the man respond. Let the man respond.
I tell you, sharp conversation we're holding here, man.
I do my
Man,
work.
I expect you to-
But Mr. Chelsea, you are the Minister of Public Works. This is directly Public Works. The man saying, show him proof, you will resign tomorrow morning. So
But
it's
listen,
yes. He's challenging you.
Nah.
Yes, I will present the proof to you, Ken. I will send it to your inbox.
All
That
Thank you.
arrangement was already under discussion, and it has been agreed to that the Japanese government
Mr.
will go
Kennedy, you will never get it.
Agreement mob of time. Agreements.
Okay. All right, gentlemen. I
Let me say something.
Just I'm not finished. If you can't control the show,
Okay. Honorable, please give our guests, please let Honorable Chelsea learn, please.
Gentlemen, I will have to open the lines quickly. Mr. Koti, quickly, 1 minute. So I open the lines.
No, when you people were talking, I was quiet. I tolerated all the crap you were saying. Y'all gave me a chance to talk.
Okay, you finish now. Let me say this.
Everyone,
I'm recognized.
Gentlemen, will have to open the lines. Let's hear
I'm
from Mr.
recognized.
Chelsea.
You get me.
I'm
Let's hear from
recognized.
Mr. Chelsea quickly. Yes, go ahead, Mr.
Yeah,
Chelsea.
you give me a
Mr.
chance.
Chelsea, go ahead.
You strong?
So,
Mr. Chelsea, go ahead.
So I was just telling you that the Japan government has already agreed for the construction of the corridor between the Gabriel Tucker Bridge and Freeport. That was an agreement. In fact, that's the reason why there were no major intervention on our part on that piece of corridor. This is why you see the contract that was awarded from Freeport towards Seaports Bridge. It did not take into consideration between Gabriel Tucker Bridge and Freeport. So that other thing is out of the question. The other countries went at this TICAD summit, and they brought back Ghana, for example, benefited from over $100 million secured for new agriculture projects. You see the general when they asked the president the question,
prove it.
he's what there?
Evidence. You get me evidence.
Why you call evidence? Well, the
So,
things
hey.
all go on the Ghanaian website, the foreign minister website. You see
Ghanaian website.
what the
Every
Ghanaian
information on the
government.
website, correct?
All right, gentlemen. Gentlemen, we'll have to open the lines quickly.
Every day the
Gentlemen, we'll have to, Koti, Representative Mobile, please come quickly. We got to open the lines.
You are not controlling your show. You had the time to talk. I did not
Can you make your point, Mr. Chelsea, make your point. Mr. Chelsea, make your point. Let's
I'm
hear
being interrupted. I'm being
No, he
interrupted.
said you should prove it. You ended already. And
No,
he said
when
you
you are
should prove
talking,
it.
I'm asking for proof. Did he provide proof of the
Okay,
Dallas
it's okay. Let's hear from you, Mr. David Koti, quickly. 1 minute.
Thank you.
You said they were bringing.
Thank you.
I'm
All right.
telling you,
Thank you.
it's on the Ghanaian website. They received over 100 million for agriculture. They're asking the
Can I go ahead?
Mr. Chelsea, you said this earlier. Let's hear from Mr. Koti. Mr. Koti, let's hear from you.
Thank you.
You gave
Thank
Koti
you.
time. He exhausted his time. I haven't exhausted my time. So you need to give me a chance.
Okay.
You gave,
we'll have to open the line. We'll have to open the line.
I did not talk.
Mr. Chelsea, you just landed, right?
So
all right, land now quickly. Land.
So let me land.
Yes, land quickly.
For all indication, this president visit, Waka visited Japan with over 40 persons and came back with nothing. He had nothing to even tell the journalists. You believe this government that is so eager to demonstrate that they are able to do something, we have the opportunity to tell Liberian people what they've achieved in Japan, and the president will not say it. The only thing he had to say was that the Japanese coming to take care. That road corridor was already concluded during our administration.
Okay, you made your point. Mr. Koti, quickly.
Mr.
Koti, quickly.
Yeah, okay, all right. If you ask me, I'll provide proof.
Can you provide proof?
No,
Mr. Chelsea, Mr. Representative Mobile, let's please silent. Mr. Koti, quickly.
All right. Thank you. Quickly.
No,
the executive mansion.
Because
we'll have to open the lines and come back to you. Yeah, Mr. Koti,
we'll come back.
No, you can't go to him and go to the lines. I mean, you gotta be
okay. After they will come to you. Let me talk. They will come to you. Let me talk.
Yes, Mr. Koti.
Yeah, thank you. The construction of the executive mansion began in 1961, and it was dedicated in 1964. Yeah, I bet you, if you ask Chelsea now, he will tell you they have the blueprint for the mansion. They started everything. Everything they started, they got the blueprint. So these people have lying in their DNA. It's a part of them. It's because of the callers. Let me stop you so we can take our calls. Don't let Chelsea talk again. Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. I just told you. And you know, difficulty there, they use that old time politics where you would twist the facts. No time to lie these days because all the information available to Koti. So listen, I'm telling you, and that's the proof. That's the reason why we did not include in the corridor from Freeport to Gabriel Tucker Bridge when we're awarding the contract to do that entire corridor. We awarded the contract from Freeport towards the St. Paul's Bridge because we were already
stop the Carway Junction. Stop the Carway Junction. Be specific.
You are right, Kennedy, to Carway Junction. Because we're aware that the Japan government was doing from Freeport towards the Gabriel Tucker Bridge. So that whole story is not part of what you achieved.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Thank you. Let's try to take our first caller. Let's put this caller on the line. Hello. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Good evening, Sober. This is Albert and I call from Belgium. This is the host of the Political Replay.
Let's hear from you.
Yeah, first of all, I think Chelsea and the rest of the guys who are defending CDC on all of the platforms, they need to connect the ideas and be connected with each other because they contradict each other on all of the platforms that I follow. But what I want to see here is that at Carol's Grade, you said that your leadership will announce a temporary headquarters. But just yesterday or day before yesterday, at Carol's Grade announced where he was having a program that hall was the temporary national headquarters of the CDC.
Yeah.
Now, number two is that you are thinking about constructing a national headquarters. We hope that your party has a bank account where all of those money will be deposited because Liberia is against money laundering. Everything that you do has to be documented and accounted for. If we want for Liberia financial system to be good, as a government in waiting, is what you should do is not collecting money from here and there. It should go directly into your account. It should be opaque. I'm sure you have lived in the developed world before and know what accountability is all about.
Okay.
Now, on the OKFM to Prime FM to the other station, everything that you people said contradicts each other. I said those said you guys pay double payments to those people. Eugene Nagom, OKFM said it was done at different times, interval. So, you know, you cannot defend lies so easily. Lie cannot be defended, and the truth cannot lie. You guys are trying to manipulate those innocent and ignorant people or sector of our society that wouldn't understand what politics is. And that is very dangerous. What you people are fighting to do is what I consider the last day of the hunting dogs. Because when George Weah is out of the picture of politics, CDC exists no more. So all you are fighting for is when you come back is to make Liberia non-existent. And that is very bad of you people. You come and preach one thing on the radio, but your inner intent is destructive. You guys should be ashamed of yourself.
Okay.
Most of you came to power just before, and most of you came to the last government with nothing. And I will be exposing the mansions. I started with Akara's grave. The mansions that you people built. You never had it. Now, you want to build an HQ now after your presidency. You didn't build it before. Where are you getting the money from? That is what I'm talking about, accountability. Those monies that you will use, it should come from the accounts. Your partisan will donate in a pact, and that pact will have an account where if you are audited tomorrow, because we have to be afraid of what we call money laundering. There are too many drugs in the country. The population is vulnerable. Our society is vulnerable. Any drug cartel can channel money through any means to make a political party popular, to come back to power. And we have to protect Liberia against all of those things.
Okay.
Thanks a lot for the opportunity to be on the show.
Many thanks. He spoke from Belgium. Yes, the other call, this caller from this local caller went off quickly. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, sir. Let's hear from you.
I heard you.
Okay, let's hear from you.
I still listen to this program here. This program is too fine. You should continue it every day. Okay, let me start my own from
every day. That money not easy to continue the program every day.
Okay,
yeah,
somebody was just telling Chelsea that it is hard to defend CDC. It is not hard to defend CDC. It is hard to defend lies. You see, these people, I don't know how they're taking that drum to be. We're listening to everything he's saying over there. I can't see no sense in it because the man telling us they learn how to dispute. They learn how to dispute. Then you never discuss it with anybody. You start putting structure there. So that means you're telling us that even you put in power, the land now will never going to get it. I want to encourage you to start putting structure there when you know that the land will honor this dispute. Then let me end it this way again. We got to the reporting. The reporting house is clean. The reporting don't see that man place. That was clean. The man build the house completely. Everything people can go to whole shows and things. So, please start giving people living information. Please,
Okay.
man.
Many
Thank you, man.
Many
Thank you.
Many
You
thanks.
guys.
Many thanks. Let's get another call on the line quickly. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, sir. Let's hear from you. Okay.
Good evening to your panelists. Let me say, someone, what do you think they all get for, and I know, Chess or Wasi? Do you know CDC? You don't know CDC? Yeah, without the President Bunker has George Cartel or George Diaz, he can come now wherever you are. Can't go to police, say they go invade the man or they go share for the main place. But if you talk about the invasion of CDC, the thing that will cut on camera, you say, will not around. So before, I don't even know what must you be at the time. You must be defending CDC. CDC, let me tell you, I will tell you the CDC, their invasion, they will never, up to now, they can't get over it because the people go slept there that night on Friday. The people said they will not be invaded. So the invasion of the CDC on that Saturday, they were not expecting that kind of way.
Okay.
So to tell you, if CDC will know to say, why they not coming to tell hand for it. So now we know, please answer that question for me. If you know the CDC, please get a small issue about CDC.
Okay. Many thanks. Let's get another call on the line quickly. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, people.
Yes, sir. Let's hear from you.
People, my name is Emmanuel David, and I've joined you this evening from Simple Bridge community.
Mm-hmm.
People, as it relates to the two parties, the Unity Party and that of the CDC, I think the two parties is a waste of time of the Liberian people. They are a serious disappointment. Unity Party, since they were founded 12 years under Ellen Johnson Sirleaf under leadership, 6 years going forward with Waka. into the national leadership. They are yet to even own a half lot of land to construct a property only for a party headquarters. Even the place that they are occupying, the 3-bedroom apartment that they are occupying on Broad Street, that doesn't represent them. So they shouldn't laugh at CDC because they too, they are the same. Like the CDC, they are almost like two sets children.
Okay. All right. You made your point. Let's get it on the line quickly. Good evening.
Good evening, Sobo.
Yes, sir.
My name is Jeremiah Dieko. I come from district number 17.
Okay.
I want to ask, I think one of your guests or that's Mr. Chelsea. Let's state the law that says if I charge you for my own property to pay 500 and the next person I decide to charge them maybe 1,000, can you state a law on the books that it is wrong? I want to really know that law, that the owner of the property said that somebody should pay 2.5 million, and for them, they should pay 4.5 million. Where is it wrong?
Okay.
I want to know that law. Yeah, I want to know that law.
Okay, just hold the line. I mean, just be listening. He'll respond. Let's take another call on the line quickly. Good evening.
Good evening, Sobo.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. This is Jimmy Wallo in a call from Rwanda, Kigali.
Okay.
Yes, Sobo, let me commend you for the show. And I want to commend Chelsea for the brilliant presentation. To admit, the presentation of Chelsea and other Eugene Nangwe this evening has brought some level of relief to the broken heart of some citizens who thought that CDC has been totally erased by the Bouaka-led government. But let me say this, Sobo, it is unfortunate that this regime, headed by Mr. Bouaka, will close eyes, will ignore the clear issue, the high increase of drugs in the country and the increase of poverty, and then focus on just invading the CDC. Do you know how many invasion notice the police director currently has on his desk? But they don't care about it. The only thing they care about is to go and get CDC out of that place, thinking that if they invade the CDC, then there will be no CDC. But let me say this: we are more focused.
Hello.
That the CDC will contribute our part and our thing to ensure that we build our new record. Thank you for the opportunity.
Many thanks. Let's take another call on the line quickly. 0778-460-793. That's the number to call. Again, 0778-460-793. That's the number to call, or better still, you can call 0886-540-987. Let's take this call on the line quickly. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. What's up, Josh?
Yes, sir.
Again, see this one. I listened to the former Minister of Public Works talking about President Bouaka did not sign an agreement when he went to Japan. I just want to remind that the road from Kyoto to Freeport, President Bouaka negotiated with the Japanese government so they can make an overhead bridge, and the Japanese government agreed to make that play to have overhead bridge to that particular road, or to bridge to Freeport. Let me tell you if you don't know about it.
Okay. All right. You made your point. Let me take another call on the line quickly. Good evening. Hello.
Hello. Yeah, I'm Jeremiah Brown calling from
Let's hear from you, Mr. Brown.
And thank you very much for the show, Mr. Sobo. God will bless you. But I think the difficulty to have voice in the we know you to be veteran SC, and they are behaving to Mr. Plessy bar. We're monitoring the show here. I'm bombing country under the town hall. The United Party government to defend the people here because the people lie to us here. We are in bombing and the people lie to us. But now you say, yeah, our children dying from job today. The CDC, you get they breaking another person in the area and they laughing. No, they're not behaving good. So today we listen to the president clearly. Look at the president war, my people. Let that be reality. The president war generally asking you. The time the people say we are holding our people because our people this and that. He today telling you now when the laboratory will say la. And see today the people telling you holding your people based upon the way behaving your own country. So I think Mr. Percy, thank you very much for monitoring the show for me. Thank you, Brother Summer.
Okay. Many thanks. Let me take this call on the line quickly. This call on this other line. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm Jason Bryan. I call from TSP.
Let's hear from you.
No one why CDC has too many scholars. Scholar with Lord Chelsea, scholar went to scholar Jebel Koji that said 17 continents in the world. So no contradiction if people discussing people there. You guys knew very well that Esther was the administrator of the land, or is the administrator of the land over there. You people refuse to pay the money when they could rule in your favor since 2016, 2017. They were just quite reasonable before you people did payment. And then you know it very well. The fact, just delay the man payment while you. Last minute of time, when the man president against the war, your lump sum payment. Okay, the man say you should go to renegotiate it. How can the man believe in people for the length of time? You know the kind of pain and script the man went through? It's very sad.
Okay.
But you guys tell me the problem. We're seeing it right now because you're paying already.
Okay. Many thanks. Let's take another call on the line quickly. Zeros. Let me take this line. This other line. Good evening. Hello. Yes, sir. Let's hear from you. Okay.
To be precise, district number 11. He had to be playing. On the son, they say when you and your friend walking on the road in the bush, when the passing road, you might hold because you don't know why when you go eat for, they will use that water holding to die. You witness the people living on the party headquarters where they were having a party headquarters for them to leave to the north area. You witness how the people left from that place. Then the opportunity he goes here to put and let go out of your hand. Then they pull out the property for the juniors. They have the property. Who told you that la property that the community will play? If you have issue on land and I tell you the court and you build on my property and I'm winning, it's not for me to maintain the property or to say I want to put the rest to break it down. And if I won't break it down, the machine that went on there, in that comment field, the person who won the case, who get our land, they're the one with whosoever machine where to carry the comment, who provide security. So they put my security straight. You don't let them tell you, they call the politics, they put a place on.
Okay.
That's how to read.
Okay. Many thanks to me. Your point. Let me take this other caller. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, sir. Let's hear from you.
Thank you, and good evening to all of the panelists on the panel tonight. This is Kuiwu William Covey, and I joined this conversation from District 3.
Okay.
Let me appreciate all of you. But look, let's be clear. In terms of governance, the bafflement institutions want to compare themselves with the Unity Party in terms of governance. And before I can even proceed with that, let me begin with this statement from the former president. That statement is marked of so many contradictions. At one point in time, the former president is telling us that institutions to be law-abiding and follow the rule of law. He has never followed that in that same thing. He's telling the Liberian people that this government is violating the rule of law and the government hands is behind their injection. So, in that particular statement, it makes me to believe that it was a broad-based confession from our former president that his hand was in the Unity Party injection. Because only evil to us in evil way. If you think that the Unity Party are there, maybe irresponsible at the time your hand was never inside, why now you want to be this government in the same case of yours? So I think the CDC need to forget about the government inside and shoulder their responsibility that we did. Right now, people saying, oh, the Unity Party now, I can confide in you that some of us, to some party executives, they are confiding in us that the Unity Party has secured their own property, but it is going through a probate process. Right after in 1 or 2 months, there will be a big news hitting the country that the Unity Party or place, no leasing, no renting. So in terms of government, yes, all of the projects, in fact, now the government undertaking that project that they initiated from the past government. But then the past government, when you ask them, what are the coach or the judge, this is now in this country, it came from the regime, so that the government everything, they will say, no, that one or that.
Okay. You made your point. Let's take another, just two more calls, and I'll wrap it up quickly. 0778 460 793, or better still 0886 540 987. Just two more calls, and I'll wrap it up quickly. 0778 460 793, or better still 0886 540 987. Yes, the issue of Unity Party. I must have heard that. They're trying to secure some. Let me try to take this call up quickly. Good evening. Yes, sir, I'm hearing you. Let's hear from you.
Thank you very much for picking my call. Thank you very much. So happy. Somebody is Abu Wawo, telling the principal of a woman.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Somebody so unfortunate. It's so unfortunate to hear the former the minister or city minister saying lies. So what we hear? I think I'm a 2 or 3 minutes from seeing her cut off. Johnson, what would you see anybody or you're just putting the food off? You follow the air. Johnson, you're seeing a lot of food. Why can you see all this country? All right. We want for Dollar to go to promote the let's say I want to contract. All right. So the road to all of them going to support which I don't get our contract too. So all you question that I pay the local sector. So I don't get our contract too. So I think this year in this country. That will come back because things are going to destroy this country again. Let me say this about you. So someone saying that you want push. I don't project. I'm not saying that I don't know. But all know what I was saying. I just get points tell me to the city, but I could have mass. Look at the political points. Tell me to I don't want to. Today, I think all this project. We don't know where I'm going to put, but you can't talk about the 2008. Can't you want to live in the 2008? You can talk about
Okay, you made your point. Let me take this last caller. We have to go. Let's hear from you quickly. Your name.
Good evening.
Okay.
Good evening.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this Ruben Cannon. I call from my Ghana restaurant this evening.
Okay.
I think it's very much sad when Unity Party will be talking about a party headquarters that was not secured by CDC. But they have the oldest political party in this country since 1984. They don't even have a single political party. Now, they don't want to march with CDC because the incident that occurred with CDC. But you see, the contradiction is this. We are seeing as CDC, we don't want to look at political hair or arrow. We are saying we got to make our contribution. What is what in we have made a commitment to our political party. We have a commitment that we are making is CDC and see will contribute and be our political party. Now they are talking about they are secure a political headquarters. With the Liberian people money, that's there. It is record. Because the Unity Party have been in power, they were not able to even maintain a building to that Comotan area. Now they are going by there because while they have stolen a lot of money, they are not able to survive no more. But they depend on the Liberian resources to not have a party headquarters. But that will be discussed. Now we are committed to our own. We are going to contribute. We are going to focus. We are not going to listen to them.
Okay, many thanks. Let me take this last one. We're not taking additional calls anymore. Our time has cut off us. We have to go home. Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Sobajoss.
Yes, sir. Let's hear from you.
Okay, this is Bill Smith calling from Silver.
Let's hear from you, Mr. Smith.
I want to say good evening to all your panelists, especially my brother, Mr. Kudi. For me, I just want to encourage the CDC to be responsible as a political. Take the courage, instead of blaming other people for what happened. Because I think that this thing started since 2016. And unfortunately for you, election 2017 and led this country from 2018 to 2024. Okay, so you have all of the names. Look at it, 6-year period. Individual within the party, they got rich, and you forgot about the party, you forgot about the children. That's how come people will do our thing. Just after the job, have food, it makes us happy.
the parties have a case for company. Yeah, the institution, they were only concerned about themselves. So, Chelsea, I know you love the party. We all love the party. But we blame the leadership. They were only concerned about themselves and they never cared for the institution.
Okay.
Thank you.
Many thanks. Let me begin with Representative Molba. Let's begin with you first. You listen to the callers. What's your takeaway? And then your final comment, so we can go.
All right. I think from the statistic I have here, we have 11-4. 11 for United Party and 4 for CDC. But for me, it's not a trouble. That's not a trouble. But my advice is to my brother and the rest of everyone here. I think a lot of mistake we make over time is the issue of political party focusing on individual capacity building people, not institution. So when you build people and at the end of the day, they decide to leave you, there's a drawdown, right? But if you build institution live on. So my advice to CDC, we should consider this one a mistake, right? All of them, they should consider it a mistake and force ahead, do greater thing ahead. And to United Party also, they have seen the mistake for CDC. I also think that they should, work it up and get a party headquarters. Thank you.
United Party is trying to secure, in fact, the concluding negotiation to secure their party headquarters, the previous place they used before, somewhere in Congo town. I'm sure spending some amount, a little over $2 million. They're trying to get a party headquarters. Just a breaking news. Let's hear from you, David Cody, quickly.
Well, thank you. I don't know why this issue about headquarters or ownership of a place is not only with political parties. Like I saw on one radio station, I think I even said it here last night, it's almost everywhere. This is a serious problem around. When it even comes to football, IE was established May 10, 1943, no headquarters. Barrow, March 9, 1954, no headquarters. The PUL, your own group, they have been squeezing up in one tight place on Kerry Street for more than 30 years, no headquarters. United Party even helped over $100,000. How they use that money, we don't know. No headquarters.
No. Don't talk to the person complete. David Cody. Don't attack the PUL.
Oh no, I made a mistake. It's a slip of tongue. Sorry.
We'll pay you for coming here.
No. That is CDC. I wanted to say sorry. All right.
Go ahead.
All right. I want to say thank you for the show, and I think it was good. It was healthy. Mr. Chelsea, my good friend, this show is called a nighttime heat. It's not a nighttime church, so you will always find heat. We'll welcome you again next time. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Chelsea, your party comment.
Thank you. So I listened to all the quarters and how they spoke, but most people are speaking because they don't have the facts. But in any case, I want to say in my parting statement that the CDC remains undeterred. This attack on our party headquarters has only strengthened our resolve and united our base. Okay. We will continue to hold this Unity Party government accountable for its failures and its hypocrisy. We'll use every legal and democratic means available to us to fight for the rights of our people and to fight for the soul of this nation. The CDC is not a building. It is a movement of the people.
Thank you.
Our strength comes from the millions. The strength of the CDC comes from the millions of Liberians who believe in the vision of a better Liberia, a vision that the Unity Party itself has neglected and has taken onto a vision of self-enrichment. We believe that the Liberian people are watching.
Okay.
They see action of this Unity Party, and they believe that the action of the Unity Party shows that they don't believe in the legitimacy of this government.
What calling Tiketo black?
Of a vibrant and strong opposition. And
okay.
That's why
thank you, Mr. Chelsea.
Being so agitated.
I see you made your point already. Thank you, Mr. Jesse. We really want to appreciate your time on the program. We also want to appreciate former Representative David Coty, Representative Mulba, Mulba, want to tell one. Let me try to recognize some of our viewers quickly before we go. Sidiki Traore, he didn't say where he's been watching from. Phoenicia's Junior Bal from New Creetown. Ophelia S. George from home. Roland W. Toll from Battery Federal Community. Anderson New One, he said from Tundi District number 2. Amos Wade, he said from where? Benjamin Kanabo from Bo City, Sierra Leone. Gray El Suku from Johnsonville Township. Habib Toby Momo, they didn't say from where. Samuel Hollywood, they didn't say from where. Momo James, they didn't say from, he said from where? From Fiamma, okay, I got it right. Williet Dema, they didn't say from where. Enoch Williams, they didn't say from where. Ennis Johnson from Radio Gegema, Ganta Nimakane. Pastor Samuel Sham from home. Hilton Wilejero from Greenville City, San County. Love Cheche, they didn't say from where. Albert Black Jr., they didn't say from where. Eric Harris, they didn't say from where. Paul Lou Johnson Henderson, they didn't say from where. Samuel Peterson, they didn't say from where. Edward Edmond Sely, they didn't say, okay, from Japan. Edmond is watching from Japan, where our president just came from. Stephen Sla, they didn't say from where. Vinicius Sie, they didn't say from where. Robin Karen, they didn't say from where. Honorable Samuel K. David Jr., they didn't say from where. Theophilus Holt Davin from Bassa, and Emmanuel Kabli, they didn't say from where. Well, we can call all of them. Well, thank you very much for watching the show. We'll be back on Wednesday. Wednesday promises to be very, very interesting and firing. This is the nighttime heat. Thanks to my two panelists, George Kennedy. George, thank you for coming.
Thank you, Sabah.
And Moses, who had to leave due to some other engagement. But thanks to all of our guests and thanks to our producers as well. Until then, have a pleasant and restful night. Sabah George is my name.